Are you a survivor of bullying? Does girls laughing behind you give you PTSD? Have you recently had a glow up or had a perceived glow up? If so, you are eligible for financial compensation. What's up, guys? Today I'm here to talk about this phenomenon we've all been through because, if you're one of my subscribers, you're likely a very attractive, wonderful human being. Obviously, or why would you be here? Subscribe. No, but seriously, I want to talk about the bullied to hot pipeline. Let's take it back to 6th grade. Boom. As a child, I guess I never really found myself to be attractive. 6th grade is the worst time of my life. My little sisters recently asked me for advice. They're going to middle school, and I straight up told them if I had to go back in time and relive any part of my life, it would not be 6th grade. Get bullied like those K-dramas or repeat 6th grade. It was just rough. I wouldn't say I got hardcore bullied, like being slammed into lockers or getting beat up or anything like that. It was more so like cliquey. Lots of exclusion happening, lots of talking behind backs, lots of 6th middle school drama. Exhausting. At that age, going through that every day, living through that hell. 6th grade was hell every day. It was mentally exhausting, draining, and had a big impact on my self-esteem at the time. I want to speak specifically about this story that I remember very vividly. This was elementary school. This was before 6th grade. This was like 5th grade. Basically, I went on a trip with my family to Aruba, and my mom gave me this suntan lotion, which she thought was sunblock, but it was like banana boat sun tanning lotion. And girl, I got very dark. Cool, I tanned. When I came back, the way people treated me was truly, I feel like, disgusting. Like, even the teachers were like looking at my skin and be like, oh, you're so dark. Not only was I, getting made fun of by kids at school for my skin color, my new skin color, which I think that's all BS and not tolerable even now. Even the teachers were like, not the kindest. I guess that immediately shaped this thing in me that was like, oh, I'm ugly. That's how I felt. I'm ugly. The color of my skin, ugly. Which is not true. I wish I could go back to baby me and just give her an hug and just tell her, literally sit in that sun, girl. Literally get your photosynthesis on. Like, what they think doesn't matter. Don't feel that way now. Like, I will literally book a trip to Bahamas. Girl, no sunblock. I actually don't wear sunscreen. It's actually a problem. I also, had a big thing with my hair in middle school. It was kind of thin, and I was straightening it a lot because I used to be obsessed with those donut buns. Oh my gosh, my edges. Oh my gosh, I remember getting my hair braided and my edges all falling out. I just was like not secure in myself, not secure in the way I looked. This isn't my real hair. This is like extensions, but I love to wear my little fro out. I was talking about my little fro all the time, but I love to wear my little fro. I really wish I could go back in time and just show myself who I will become later on, because at that time everything just felt so permanently stuck. Like the way people treated me, this would be my forever is what I thought. And I thought I was ugly. I thought I wasn't beautiful. I thought my hair wasn't beautiful. Looking back, I really just wish I could tell myself I was beautiful and give myself a hug. Shifting from that to being perceived as hot, which was really, honestly, truly, I don't think it was having a glow up or being more beautiful all of a sudden. I think I just moved from a stage of adolescence to a stage of being over-sexualized as an adult. This bullied to hot pipeline, that was a journey. That was a confusing journey. That was like a whirlwind. My mind, my emotions, my brain was confused. I was confused. I just want to know if anyone else has experienced that. Like back in the day, like maybe like 2 years ago, I thought I had to look a certain way, dress a certain way, do my hair a certain way just to receive affection or love. That was totally not true, but I feel like that mindset kind of developed from adolescence because it was like at the root you are still ugly. I feel like having such a big switch in the way that people perceived me all of a sudden was just, it was really weird, and I didn't know how to to handle it. Now I know that it is not anything external that makes me beautiful, but it is genuinely the person I am. Not a lot of people have the mindset I have, the kindness I show. I like to treat people in the way that I wish I could have treated my older self. Things that are really important to me are like when someone is being excluded or just not being talked to in a conversation, I will always make space for that person because I know what it's like. I'm getting a little bit sad, but like my first realization that I wanted to be a better person, or I wanted to be a person that kind of stood up for others, was literally my friend Bella. I remember this. We were at Disney World on our senior trip. There was this girl, she was kind of being like a bridezilla, kicking people off of rides and saying, you don't have a fast pass, da da da. She was just doing way too much. And I remember just my friend Bella like stopping and then saying, that's not fair. She had kicked me off, but I remember this another person speaking up for me and saying, that's not fair. You're not gonna treat her that way. I don't know, I was just in awe. And then from that moment I knew like that's the kind of person I have to be, that's the kind of friend I have to be, is someone who notices and someone who speaks up about what they know is wrong. Not me crying, oh my gosh. Guys, how is a mindset? No. I really was back then a product of an environment, you know. I felt ugly, so I was spewing ugliness out of my mouth. I was spewing unwholesomeness out of my mouth. I was like literally roasting.
Alright, okay, let's do it.
Roast battles. I always had a roast for somebody in my pocket. I was always out of pocket. I was just never operating with the same kindness and care for others that I have now. I was a mess inside because, you know, I was hurting and I thought I was ugly. It was obviously always a snapback with me. I was never just like randomly picking on someone, but it was like I learned to defend myself in a way that was like, if somebody comes for me, if somebody bullies me or makes a comment about me, I got something in my pocket already for them. I got something, I got a roast in my mind for them before they even say anything. And it's like, girl, you are a mess. It's really a dog-eat-dog world, but I finally feel safe in the person I am and the person I want to be, because even though I'm this way, I still envision myself and hope to grow in ways and change in ways, but I don't feel so endangered as I did back in the day. And you know what? You know, it slips in a little bit because I'm not gonna lie, when I'm like walking, like maybe in front of somebody in New York and I hear girls laughing behind me, I'm usually like, I get a little like, but I just have to like, that's like my initial reaction. Another thing, like when a girl like looks me up and down, like she walks past me, she's like, I had a girl do that to me one time and then just told me she loved my outfit. And now every time someone does that, I'm like, oh, they probably just like, am I delusional? Maybe a little bit. I have to continuously kind of remind myself that I am safe to be myself in the world, and that other people's opinions of me, whether it's positive or negative, it can't have an impact or it can't be validation for my self-worth. I have to form that little bubble based on my opinions of myself. Even compliments, you know, that feel good, I can't let that shape me into how I think about myself, because then I'm gonna be continuously strive to be that when, you know, I'd be that naturally if I just let it go. Let it go. Let's talk about the bully to hot pipeline in regards to crushes. I feel like that's something I still have not been able to solve. Like, first of all, you know who's been helping me? That guy on Instagram or TikTok Reels that is always talking about like rejection or universal rejection truth.
Remember the universal rejection truth.
He said something yesterday that really put things into perspective for me. Stop viewing success as whether the other person says yes or no. Success is whether you acted in the way that you envision yourself to do for that day. I want to work on becoming a person that is more active in my life. At times I feel like I can be very passive, but a person that like acts on the things that I'm feeling. Like I see someone that I think is cute or attractive and I just go up to them and I literally shuddered at the thought, but you know, go up to them and have the confidence to introduce myself and not be weird. And you know, knowing that success is not them saying yes or no or getting anything from them, but It was the fact that I stepped outside of my comfort zone. That was what success is. And I think that can be harder when you have been bullied or isolated in the past, because you immediately think that people are going to reject you. And it's hard to convince yourself that that's not true unless you actually do it and you actually prove that it's not true. And it might happen at times. You might get rejected, and that might confirm these thoughts that you have about yourself that have been so long standing. But you know, I don't have all the answers, guys. I'm just a girl who got bullied and is now hot in other people's eyes. I was always a baddie. I was always a baddie, guys. I don't know. I wish I had some pictures from 6th grade to show you. I know this is a little bit off track, but Instagram Reels, Instagram Reels are like modern day middle school bullies. Like, anyways, I was talking about my experiences with the romance in middle school. I'd say I'd always get crushes, obviously, but I'd crush on people that kind of felt unattainable, and I'd be bored if that interest was reciprocated. What does that mean? I don't know. I gotta talk about it in therapy. Something like that recently happened again. It kind of made me feel bad about myself, because it was like, oh, I haven't changed. I'm something is wrong with the way, you know, romance is in my life. But it really wasn't anything at all. I have certain standards now, and I have certain boundaries that I don't like to be crossed. And once they are crossed, you know, those rose-tinted glasses, they come off a lot easier for me because I have my non-negotiables. And that's actually a good thing. That's actually a sign that, you know, you have respect for yourself and that you won't let someone violate or get away with stuff just because you are attracted to them. So yeah, healing, not healed, but healing. Oh my gosh, my best friend always says that. But yeah, I guess maybe if you've been through a similar experience where you had this glow up, maybe comment about it, or maybe DM me. I'm always telling you guys to DM me, and I answer too. I answer quickly. So if you enjoyed today's video, it was kind of a calm video, except for that moment where I started crying. That was strange. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, please like, please subscribe. Know that you are more than your outside appearance, and you are beautiful because you chose to be. Au revoir.